Fast forward, any come our channel so Haxi AG Politics Avenue. Onia podcast was the training because we headlines. And a jambre na ADB Akroma or any dimia who rocks you on. Say any AD Kaya. Onia stress with my subscribe to the channel. It's a notification bell so share now for friends into Kabi. Ije chat for any some talk or political highway. Onia fast forward, yemo in room. Na ye queen someone a year and Dompreh. Menoka say. And with me LED a year. Minority caucus, ama umutimi cause confusion or parliament. Na eye Kevin Taylor etimi apa na honto ma oni enya asem koto akra. O chese wo kran podo won sem kwata se ese wotna parliament because atentin wo etua woto unhuru entra eden eja. Bi na o kasa. Ye wo kan na se o constituency election violence e cause e man ebinum hwehwe mu kwani to atoto ni ebinum prepare no. Ni nyina no wo na wo sha na obibi nsem so a onia enya asem koto akra. At this point in time ensemble yembo enro eye Kevin Taylor so ye abra wajembre na ope papa ye ho ntuma cheno swami say ahasi AG Politics Avenue yembo enro eye ensim
people that you can rely on. Let me tell you, the CEO Parliament in the the person who led them me didn't catch away and sana makumenim come out nipa na odi omonim and the moment Jimmy or Parliament, voter, original Parliament, the different voter between on any NDC and 207 votes. Dompreh. Dompreh, realistically, he's not even supposed to be in Parliament. It would now kwasia where onim say 2028 he is going to lose the seat. He's dragging you along. Dompreh, Parliament no jina Jimmy no ho ekekan kwasia brofo obubu ditimu no. Vote of the Parliament 207 votes on the NDC, upon beatings in the pomu bomu tuo. A calling for about recount about 10 times, or only 207 votes and the BT NDC in the original Parliament in there. Now what shows or what tells you say this guy who didn't achieve a Parliament, you are coming back to Parliament. He is not coming back to Parliament. Majority of you people don't know. The constituency nation in a crowbar sooner because African Dompreh has to go back to Parliament. 207 votes. And Okrano okuhunipa omu bohunipa tuo. Omu ye recounting by 20 times. So that time no more NPP no power. Vote original Parliament on the NDC no contest 207. Now we a member of Parliament ya sumaum. Yase ko Parliament. Ko shemra. Ko di wuni ko ma nipa na omode obae no asem hia no odo kwase di otoku wechi this silly fool who does not have respect for the rule of law. Remember 29 so, but I wanted to give you an idea. It will be to say Patricia J mami pejini obetuma wo afa nyoma aken obetuma wo Dompreh mami pejini a otuafu dwene na wama small boy we are in Parliament no gina no nipa ni difference the manager Parliament no 200 votes. Now, mame Patricia J. Abrewa poso. Obobon to masha wenufu ase. Na wote nkwara we nim na wo jimi wo ho mame panyini. Na ade atia. Na wo to dwene ababegina wo se yembu yema we nidie. Na wo Parliament na wote no wote ase. Patricia PJ Parliament na wote no. Mame Abrewa te se wo a wenufu ago. Sebio ubebi agwa oje newu a awose wadwini befie no no man nkwara we jimifo we akwa we gina Parliament only 207 votes sankanya NDC NPP no power anka otwe we nkoni Parliament na wo ma me panyini Abrewa poso wenufu anu nyina adwojo na ugina Parliament ma enkwara we samia ukumo ometumi no obetumi awo omo ometumi afa wase aba kojo oponkro obetumi afa wase epie John Ginapo Samuel Abu Ginapo obetumi afa wase epie sankofo obetumi afi omo na omo gina wachi na ma me panyini untumi nda no honga sa monka ma no ntum na wa ma nkwara we gina wachi na ujimi wo ho ma me panyini na yakoya na se ye bae enkwara wo betumi afi omo wo betumi apon omo enkwara wo Obo wana wonyima obetuma pon wo mo na enkwara we gu wechi na maame aberewa poso te sawo unnim nyansa beka se da bi enya sa na ekekere man. So were you expecting said you see your parliament no and can no bema mwenya de mo pa na? It does not work like that. Enkwara mu di wechi na obetuma afie o mato obetuma pon wo mo awonyim na poli na obetuma pon kwara we mo mafiri mu pia atototo ho na maame panyini te sawo ade nim guase no asantini ba na yeka obuo na mo pe obuo na firi. But I'll come to the matter. Abrewa poso tan unsie nyansa matna say a young man metuwfo politics inti wadane political jantra man kwara we so ha na watwe we tare woto na ma me panyin toto te sawo wonu fo asen fifire na nkwara we tare ho adan a ye nte ase unimu mra. You have been in parliament, ura parliament. Na nkwara we o ma me embo jantra se be wo mo na ma me abrewa poso te sawo wonu fo asen fifire gina ye nte ase o gidien edien na woje dadie shall body sim na wugina ho wugina no why you say edien na woje. Now let's go into the issues. Stay with me. In some see parliament in ebini meka kire mo say so unya abotre na wutia now we analyze the course of parliament and you will see say the NPP as a political party in 2028 no na egu penyini nim. Today you saw the NDC chairman about parliament. The NPP piglet, they don't have a chairman. The party lacks focus and leadership. Why the NPP nim? And yet then and the NPP are not Dompreh the NPP nim a silly boy or wukura wanje. He came to parliament with only 207 votes. Jesus Christ. He came to parliament with 207 votes. I'm not Dompreh, only 207 votes. And as we speak, I'm not Dompreh and a lead NPP for parliament. Nyansa bena kwa we wo. In China Mojin say or some big shot to be NPP. On your big shot to we lose seats. He's done. The last parliament in Owano, I can swear. I know Dompreh last parliament in Owano. Oh, nya soldier for mo botu mano. Oh, nya police for mo botu mano. I know Dompreh is done. And such a silly boy, a silly raccoon, a silly monkeyism attitude akwara to say, na mo penifo didinechi, na o Jimmy mo. I saw him procedure. The same procedure. Now, we just ready to join the parliament. We use the same procedure. Erika Monsama, or be using the same procedure. Most of the person is doing what? Turning it into injustice. Mwejimi. Into parliament, and for so also. 2028, this idiot is done. Shall they see your parliament? And this is how they started plotting their foolishness. So this is how Patricia Appiah. This is the leadership of NPP now. Tolon MP or ex-convict to Australia. There are documents to prove Australia could real be your them. Tolon MP no. And the Cromford near post to na abegine nim so or no the minority where posted ye. Shankophobi. And the time na omo constituents etifie ka say ye MP dia wan gran or ye adwuma magana no ade no mo ye say ye be say parliament inti Appiah oni pono oni omo maka ne say ene Addo Dompreh moma yen say parliament ma me abrewa poso ma me abrewa anopa wo soro wo ye ajay ansa na wo soro mpaso woni wo ye mumba wo betuma afi omo sa abortion anka wo ya kan kora anka betuma yi omo nyina firi wase ene omo to ese yengu Ghana parliament ni mase yembu oman nimtia ma me abrewa wa hye yomo waka yomo e de we ga to so wonufu asim fifire wo ye mumma yam plot na yan say parliament no at a point omo ko dum parliament light no eye Patricia Appiah na my instructions mo ko dum no ma me abrewa poso omo ya sade we nyina awie no e na afi omo start say yam pene impenifu na Patricia Appiah tie nim only the silly boy the Addo Dompreh 270. This is how they started destroying parliament proceedings.
The motion has been seconded, Mr. Speaker.
I rise to second the motion heavily moved by the chairman of the Committee of Lands and Natural Resources. And in doing so, Mr. Chairman, I want to call on this House to adopt this motion and pass the amount of money stated in this motion for the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources and its agencies. Thank you.
Honorable members, motion moved and seconded is for the consideration of the House.
Mr. Speaker, I think you can put the question.
Honorable members, there be no consideration. I'll put the question. Those in favor of the motion, say aye. Those against, say no. Honorable members, the ayes have it. The motion is accordingly adopted. These are the views of the majority.
Mr. Speaker, we will take item number 18, which is the Ministry of Labor, Jobs and Employment. Mr. Speaker, so we'll take item number 18.
Item 18. Motion. Chairman of the committee.
Okay. Yeah, I have it here. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion. And who is moving? Who is moving? You move it. You move it.
Mr. Speaker, I move that
motion, and doing so, present your committee's budget report. Mr. Speaker, I urge the Hamza department.
Both the minority and the majority MPs pushing and pulling each other. There's a scaffold that is breaking on the floor now of Parliament as we speak. Both the majority and the minority MPs now pushing and pulling each other on the center of Parliament, and it's unclear how the marshals will resolve this, but you see the marshals there now standing watching what is happening. And for those who just watching, the minority MPs proceeded from their seats. They moved from their seats to the center of the floor in an attempt to distract the happenings. You see the majority MPs shouting push as they push the minority MPs to go back to their seats now. It's a scaffold that has broken between the two sides of the House. The members of Parliament from both sides pushing and pulling each other as the minority move from their seats in an attempt to distract the proceedings of the House. The majority rose to their feet. They will not take anything of a sort from the minority. They have moved to make sure that the minority occupies their seat, go back to their seat, and allow the business of the House to proceed. Allow the
NDC focus say yentuaso amukasma me yentuaso no. That piglet, the Tolan MP rose up and said he wanted a head count and a procedure. Why is that procedure not being used to perpetrate injustice in Parliament? Is it on the same procedure? Now, mo pesa mujina so, Emma Speaker of Parliament etiemo. Now, moya debia I some yenyan, I some Jimmy. And you see, I keep telling Ghana for say, party way 2028 ne gu. When Jimmy, you can't think beyond my party. And it helps me say, majority of the young people in the NPP no more Jimmy champion for no. Samia Uku, Kojo Akroma, Asenso Boache, Samuel Jinapo, no Jimmy champion for, because it's so bad to say the young ones who are supposed to be smarter, intelligent to know, say no. We know our future is very important to us. We need to be smart. We need to be intelligent. In Kwarane Jimmy champion for no. And it bothers me because then it shows say the party has no future. Now, yesterday they had a meeting with the minority leader Viǒleňcě. Now ask yourself, Argentina such an important thing to them. You did not see Viǒleňcě in Parliament. He set them up. Onim say majority of NPP for piglets we almost Jimmy. He's doing business with them. Do you know why he didn't show up? Viǒleňcě did not show up because Onim say this thing they had planned Andra to do today, no, it was going to destroy some of them their political career for good. Why do you think say halfway they are fooling? They went back and came with nose mask. They had realized that Viǒleňcě Jimmy Omo. There are so many of them who want to be minority leader. Now Viǒleňcě knew say the moment he pushed them, he throws them to the dogs. And on record, you these piglets, you were standing and chanting. Viǒleňcě's face wasn't there. He wasn't part of it. Now, who is going to take the fall? Because there are no records of Viǒleňcě leading this group of piglets to misbehave in the history of the Republic of Ghana, to see members of Parliament foolishly exhibiting monkeyism attitude. So what he did yesterday was that he knew, say, the action they were taking, the rerun will go on. They are not willing to leave Bawumia's campaign to go and follow that cow. So what he was going to do was he wanted to protect his leadership, because no, Senka Viǒleňcě leading Akuffo now, he would have been forced to swallow the shit. Now, because he's not ready to put his political career on the line for these piglets, what he did was that he did not come to Parliament. Now, what did he do? He told them he was going to come. He told them, when you go do this. Now, when they got there and started fooling, they realized they have been fucked up. At a point, they all went back and started using nose masks, thinking, they can hide from their constituents. The second part of Parliament, no nose mask, because now they've realized, their constituents will be asking, na kwasia wei onyo ne yakoko ntokoma ne se onko pensio mra. Kwasia wei enyo ne yakon ntokwa eto abama ne se onko pempuntio mra. Odai wei enyo ne na oma yedwa ye ho ahomachi ekobo flag no. Adenti na ndo gina parliament ejimi a parliament nkoso ose onye. Enu nti na mkofa nose mask no. Inti afenyoma ke no, o ready omu nyina hu se omu ejimi. O ready omu nyina hu se nyansa efe ne nyansa omu ni bi. So he set them up. As a whole minority, he decided not to show his face. Because let me tell you for a fact, right now, after today, this video will destroy lots and lots of these fools, their political career. This video, whatever happened in parliament today, that is the end of majority of them, their political career. But you will never find Afenyomakin's face. In the future, anybody that contests Afenyomakin in the NDs, in the NPP, or even wanting to be a flag bearer, he can use this video against you. But you cannot use any video against him because he has never stood in parliament and obstructed government business. He has decided to set you the fools up. It's more Jimmy. NPP more Jimmy. The younger ones are more foolish. Inti halfway no and realize that abi yedin kwasi asem afen no muka say yankoto nose mask ni enhye send ye beya your constituency no enhu enim na me be kira wade bi. Before I enter into the 30 MPs or more parliamentar, sir, mechraw about the parliamentar in 2028, almost constituents, they have to change their hand. I was a sanko for no, yes, stop you, and I'll do everything possible to make sure, say, Sani Party way they never enter parliament again. Remember, almost constituents not here, say, these are not people.
We ain't some who do it in course or what channel so. That's an sobody in the Adomia, and send shame. Now, yes, more constant. AG politics, Abbey.